Actually, all throughout our lifetime, we progress with every step that we take. And we all move forward by learning from our past missteps. There's no person, well, no living person, who knows what their destination is. And not just people, but corporations and even entire countries. So, tell me, do you think I have any regrets?
I don't know.
Listen to me first. I'm glad that you've decided to come back home. I don't just mean I'm happy you're home, or that I'm happy to have you in the company. What makes me happy is that even when our country is in a big crisis, you chose to come home. You understand?
I do.
Have you been to his office? He has that big sandbox.
I've seen it. He said you've been there a few times.
Look, you should go and hang out there sometime. There's so many things to discover. Were you at all shocked at how he's running the place now, huh?
From what I know, he hired most of his relatives to build the empire. I don't really know much about it.
That's the way private express companies develop. In the past, they were extremely poor. That's why he took in every aunt and uncle he can find. They changed the scale of private express companies, and quite single-handedly, Yao Yuan changed the destinies of many families, right? He uplifted his village, as well as the whole country.
But it just doesn't seem right, old Lu.
By the way, what about your spare key? Have you found it?
It's probably in the flower pot.
Xiao'ou, you know what I've realized after all these years? It's this. For every locked door, there's a handful of keys you can use. Good night.
Good night. Get some rest, okay? Bye-bye.
It's getting late. I still have to work. I'll visit you next time. Hello?
Are you busy now?
You know very well that it's daytime in the US, and that Liu Yun Tian is a workaholic.
Yeah. Right. Then I'll stop bothering you. Talk to you later.
I know you just got home, but will you leave again?
What should I do? Should I stay or should I go?
I'm not the one to decide. Will you go to Yao Yuan or to Yun Tian Com? As far as I know, for 5 years you've been studying internet psychology.
Homei, I think there's something you're not saying. In the past, before you went abroad, after you work, you'd come by my place to talk about stuff. Let's do that just like the old days, okay?
I'm almost at the office now.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yuan. I asked them both to go back. With their suspension, our business in their areas will be affected somewhat.
Uncle, could you pass me one of those? The British soldier up there.
Oh. Okay, you choose. You choose.
This will do.
Yuan, Argan and Dagen.
You want them to resume work in Jiangsu and Zhejiang.
So are you saying...
So this is the deal. If we let them work, can they be transferred to another district for now?
Yuan, do you still want to punish them?
Here you go, Uncle. By the way, do you want to have your dinner here or there in your office?
No, I don't want to eat.
Oh, I have some information about the school. The vegetables they brought weren't fresh. That's why the children wouldn't eat them.
I knew there was something wrong with them. Find a new supplier. We need to prioritize the children's health.
Okay, I'll go now. Uncle, let me.
So what district will you send us to? The Northwest? Mongolia?
Uncle, don't be so scared. The plan is to assemble a fleet, isn't it? We're talking a very large scale.
Uh-huh. Chang already told me. 200 trucks.
Not just 200.
400?
1,000.
Yuan, do you have a plan?
Here. Come here. Jiangsu and Zhejiang, southwest. Hubei and Hunan. These three areas can form a big triangle. If we want to add this triangle to our route, we have to have an interprovincial fleet. That's not counting the north and northeast. If we want those areas, 1,000 will not be enough.
But that already sounds like a lot. 1,000 trucks? You need to hire more than 1,000 drivers. That could overwhelm you and Feng if not managed well.
It is a big task, and it's your responsibility. You'll be managing the fleet.
What?
I'll recall Gao Cheng from the southwest, and Lu Xiao'ou from Guangdong, and with their help, you can manage the fleet, Uncle.
Oh, I see it now. I see it now. You want to kill two birds with one stone. With this big fleet, the Jiangsu-Zhejiang region southwest, Guangdong can be reclaimed.
You know what they say, experience comes with age. We'll start with a few routes. We'll perfect the management. We'll switch from joint operations to direct sales, step by step. We'll get there. Uncle, you can tell me if you have other ideas.
No, I'm good. I'll do as you say.
Do you mean that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Here you go.
Whoa! I said you didn't have to.
Yes, I know. Anyway, come and eat. It won't be as good
Let's
when it's
eat.
cold.
Okay.
Uncle.
Ugh.
Boss, I'll just be outside.
eaten?
Yes, I have.
Uncle, there's a folding chair over there.
Isn't that your sister-in-law?
Once the fleet's set up, you will receive a salary increase. So don't worry about that.
Oh, Yuan, don't worry about me. I'd be fine even if you don't pay me. But I'm worried about the situation. That Xiaobiu's not a good egg.
Even my own men speak well for him. And Lu Xiao'ou convinced his relatives to come work with him in our company. He values family. And about that issue, his friends were the ones to blame. It wasn't his fault.
Hey, how can you be so sure?
Uncle! Lu Xiao'ou is not that kind of person. Now hurry up and eat your noodles. Tastes pretty good. Try it. Go on. How'd you get in?
From now on, I can go in any time I want to. I've been thinking about it. Don't let Yun Tian fool you. This dinner is not something you should casually attend. This is a critical time. Confrontation should be avoided. You hear me?
But I have you on my side.
Do you still remember how we managed to buy Nanfang? How you talked Yun Tian into funding the acquisition?
We were eating by the roadside when I answered his call. You were miming like mad, trying to make me keep my opinions to myself.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. Let him think that you have something else going on and ace up your sleeve. I know that he'll try to feel it out, but he won't know.
But this time is coming for me, which means I have to strike fast, not give him time to think.
What if it's an ambush? You'll be walking right into it.
We don't have much time. I need clear-cut shareholders' rights before our regional expansion. Besides, we've dealt with him before.
I wouldn't mind you going if it was just him. But he's bringing in his cousin, Liu Da.
You've never been this worried before. Who's this Liu Da guy?
Liu Yun Tian's cousin. He's a Wall Street shark.
Wall Street shark? So what, is he good?
Don't go. Just this one time, listen to me.
We can't win against a shark if we reek of fear.
I give up. I need to recruit people.
Hey, what I need are drivers. I don't need intellectuals, okay?
You said I'm the head of human resources. Don't be a baby. Skip that dinner, do you understand?
I'm not afraid!
You can't go!
Mr. Yao.
I can't come to dinner, but I can see you in your office.
And Xiao'ou is coming?
What are you talking about?
Right, I'll see you. Mr. Yao, you're really mellowing out. Look, you even bought me a gift.
Your happiness is my priority. That's why I'm giving you a model of one of our trucks. It's an accurate model. To scale.
I know what you're doing. This isn't for my happiness. You want me green with envy.
Only if you are. Oh, you have a guest.
Yes, I'll introduce you. He's fresh from the US. He's my cousin, Adolf, President Yao. I've heard about you.
Even in the USA, I'm that notorious?
Miss Lu always spoke about you.
Xiao'ou said you're managing an American company. Hey, she told me the only thing you did was fire employees. Brother, if the US is harsh, just come home. You'll have better odds here.
What are you saying? Come on, sit down.
This looks good.
Cool.
Mr. Yao, here's your green tea.
Miss Hua, you remembered what I like. Let's go straight to the point then.
Okay, that's good.
Mr. Liu, you've kicked us out of service. And as you know, we not only serve Yun Tian but other companies as well. And I'm sure your company is using more than one courier. That's just how it is. So kicking us out makes no sense. This is just corporate bullying.
Hey, you're forgetting I'm your shareholder. I can't possibly bully a company I have shares in, can I now?
Then you must be using the other shareholders to bully our group. That's what you're doing, isn't it?
What a thought. You really are smart. You have your precautions in place, President Yao.
No. But as for preparations, well, if I cannot make my business grow, I'm afraid you won't be enticed to buy us out. Which is why I'm buying another 1,000 units of custom trucks. Are you in?
That one?
1,000 life-size trucks. That's just the start.
What on earth are you playing at?
I'm serious. You're either in or out.
1,000 units. That's your starting point. Is that number out of thin air? You're doing this on a whim. Have you considered your shareholders? Take a good look at the situation. The factories have started to scale down production. Where are you getting all this confidence?
Are you in or out?
Hey, what do I get if I opt in or out?
Well, I want you in. It will be our adventure. But if you opt out, then your shares will be diluted.
Nonsense. It's financial suicide.
Are you in?
From what I can see, you've already found the new investor.
I found 2 new ones, but they're preferred shareholders, so they have absolutely no voting rights.
What information do we have about these 2 new partners?
Is that necessary? We're just talking.
It is necessary. Before we say yes, at the very least, we have to know who we're partnering with.
Oh. I don't have their profiles. I just came here to inform you two about it.
Vincent, you mentioned last time that Mr. Yao's office could be seen from here, right? Mr. Yao, we can wait for you.
Why do I feel like I'm on trial?
Mr. Yao, you must have mortgaged some assets. That's why you're ready to go all in.
Did you just guess that? Or did someone tell you that?
From the moment you came in, your words and actions have shown me one thing, that you have a high appetite for risk. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to be his lawyer. I like observing people. Okay. Yao Yuan, I don't understand. Why are you so averse to the idea of us acquiring Yanfang? I'm going to keep all your systems and processes. This will be good for Yanfang, for its future. There's nothing to worry about.
Yuanfang is like my child. It's my whole life. If a company can have a father, then only I can be Yuanfang's.
Yuanfang has been growing exponentially. With so many franchisees, how are you keeping them in line?
Another one of your observations?
Didn't you say earlier that Yuanfang is your life? I don't believe that you can be happy with how unwieldy it's become.
As we agreed, I'm here to give you a week's notice. You have time to consider it.
Bang. Desperado. The important thing is not the 1,000 trucks, but the fact that he couldn't answer my last question. If I'm going to read into his silence, it means the question hasn't occurred to him yet. Poison pill. Adolf, You had to talk and show off. I'm sorry. Oh. Later.
Mr. Liu, would you permit me to speak out of turn?
Go ahead.
I can arrange the acquisition. You can leave it to me.
You're confident.
Because I know Yao Yuan and Xiao'ou personally. They have their weaknesses.
Such as?
I've been analyzing Yuanfang for a long time. Their district-level management is ineffective. It'll be easy to sow discord.
They're that vulnerable?
Xiao'ou came back specifically to reform Yuanfang. But they have different management styles, Western and family management styles meeting head-on. There's your discord.
There's one thing that you have to understand. I want to acquire a strong and united Yanfang and not have to pick up the pieces after they have imploded.
But sir, give me a chance. This time I can—
Don't overestimate yourself. You are not a match for her.
Trust me. I know I can do this, but you have to give me a
Get
chance.
out.
Client complained?
No, they didn't. It was Mr. Xu who went mad with rage.
I don't see any foreign material here.
Mr. Xu made it very clear that he wanted them destroyed. Also, he wants us to recall every sold unit.
Come here, come here, come here! I want everyone! Come take a look! What the heck is that?
Mr. Xu, please don't dump our fabrics. So many people worked hard on that.
Our crew worked hard to make garbage? Listen up, everyone. Even if we let these items pass inspection, Huh? And we managed to sell them, even if the customer is none the wiser. Will our conscience let this go? The answer's no. We will have to live with this guilt forever. It's like a needle stuck in our hearts. Every one of us will have to live with this forever. Do you want that?
But Mr. Shu, I mean, it's barely even noticeable.
Yes, it can be seen. It's unnoticeable. But even so, garments made from fabric with these kinds of impurities produces too much static. Do any of you know that? If the garments factory gets complaints, they will track the purchase to our factory, and sooner or later the problem will be back on our doorstep.
But this batch is for the domestic market. And as we know, they aren't really that strict.
What did you say? Come again. Go on. Can you say it again? Hey, step forward. What? You can't just hide. Let me tell you this. When orders are sent in by our customers, they expect to receive products that will match all their expectations. Oh, and here's something else. In just 3 years, the local market will focus more on product quality rather than the cheapest options. So please, everyone, I beg you with all my heart, please be responsible individuals. You're not fooling anyone. Save your clever tricks for other things. It's no good to take profit now only to find out that we have sold our future. Can you do that?
Mr. Shu, why are you yelling? The director is here. Let's listen to her speak.
What caused this problem?
The roller operator was late.
Mr. Ding.
Yes. Here. I'm here.
All right, come forward.
Yes.
What's the consequence for the person who committed this basic production error?
Miss Liu, I'm going to identify the person on duty and withhold their bonus.
Not counting the rolls that have been sold, based on these ones, how much would you say exactly?
3 months worth? Oh no, 6 months.
Okay. That will be on your paycheck. You're supposed to be their supervisor.
Miss Liu, I don't think I should be the one.
Well, aren't we recalling the sold stock?
Yes, of course we are. Listen carefully. Only Mr. Shu, as deputy director, has the veto power in this place. For any similar issues, listen to him. Also, the next to come to my office to complain will not get a bonus.
What are you waiting for? Everyone, get back to your stations!
All right, back to work. Let's go. Come on.
So it's confirmed?
Yes, it is. And it's very interesting. For an express company like theirs, this should be devastating. I know you're still hesitant, but at least this time we're fighting on the same side. Business is like a battlefield. Don't forget, he's the one who made the mistake.
Publish it. Let the whole world know.
Mr. Gao.
Good morning.
Oh, Mr. Gao, you're back early.
Morning, Mr. Gao.
If I took my time, how can I keep an eye on you? Were you able to move all your stuff?
Yes, sir.
Everything's here. We moved in this morning.
Is President Gao back yet? I need to
It's
confirm
her
something
again.
with him.
You can't see
Who's that?
Oh, a journalist. She's been asking us about the disaster relief.
That's not our problem.
If we've opened them,
Just tell me when he'll be
I'll send her
back.
away.
Hey, wait.
Why did you go to Yun Tian? I said not to. You think you got the upper hand?
They didn't call my bluff, so they won't try to buy my company now.
Don't you know who those men are? You showed them your secret weapon on the first day of battle.
But they were defenseless.
Don't you know why Liu Ta asked you who the new investors were? He can contact them, stop them from investing in you.
But I didn't tell them.
With their network, do you think finding out your investor's identity is difficult? What else did he ask you?
What do you care what Liu Da has to say?
You're the one I care about, not him. Now, what did he tell you? Think carefully.
He said that our offices were close to each other. He could see us from there.
I don't mean that. What else did he say?
Is what he said that important?
Very important. Try to recall it.
He told me I was expanding so fast. He asked me how was I managing so many franchisees.
Why would he ask you that? What did you say?
I told him Yuan Feng is my life. I can't lose my life.
Oh, hey, Xiao'ou. Are you with Yao Yuan right now? Why didn't he answer my call?
He's right here. Let me put you on speaker.
The news got out. They know we opened the relief parcels and took out hundreds of clothing. Chengdu is crawling with reporters asking for an interview.
Hey, stay right here. Hey, Chang, listen carefully. Don't give any interviews. Just direct them to the headquarters. Do you understand?
Okay, I'll do that. By the way, the thing is that it's all up online. It's a trending topic. Everybody's talking about it. Tell Yao Yuan to be careful.
I got it. Talk to you later. Courier opens parcels. Do you know what this kind of scandal can do to an express courier company like ours?
Hey, hello?
Liu Yun Tian, are you playing dirty now? I thought you were an upstanding man I can share a drink with. Now the journalists know about the open parcels. Were you the one who sold us out?
Hey. There's no need to raise your voice. I can hear you well.
If you did this, I swear you're going to get it.
Mr. Yao, clear your head for a minute. Why would I do that? There's nothing in it for me if your brand is ruined.
I gave the goods to the victims. I gave them to the soldiers. I can't just leave them out in the cold, can I?
Do you have to shout? Can the people watching the news hear what you're saying?
I'm going to hunt this rat down.
That rat is sniggering in the darkness right now, watching you, quickly losing your mind.
This is our reputation!
Some bad guy is playing a trick on you. A small trick. And yet here you are. How will you deal with bigger problems?
You didn't see how miserable those people were!
Are you done shouting? Just who are you mad at?
Not at you.
It's a question. Who are you angry with?
Those messing with me.
And who are they? Do you know their names? Where are they? They only have one name. The customer. Your customers. The person who did this already knows the truth. But at the end of the day, you did open the parcels. And now everybody knows about it. Do you think those who leaked this did it to listen to you explain?
Guess not.
So then, it's not a priority to explain what happened. What we need now is some clever PR crisis management to protect the brand image.
Boss Yao, there's some TV journalists waiting outside who want to interview you.
Tell them the boss is not here. There's no one to interview.
Why can't we talk? We have to protect the company's reputation, right? I'm going to do just that.
Hey, stop! How are you going to protect our reputation when you're way too irrational?
I know how to answer them. Don't worry.
You stay here. I'll go.
Hey! You don't know what the situation called for. You weren't there.
Okay, you have a point. Just remember that the best way to deal with any issue is head on. You got it?
Deal with it head on.
Admit your mistake and apologize.
Admit my I didn't make a mistake.
Apologize for what happened.
I won't.
Hey, stop! Come here! Yao Yuan! Look me in the eyes. First.
I'll deal with it.
Second.
What?
Fine, never mind that. Remember, what's most important when dealing with a crisis is to accept the responsibility. Don't try to dodge it.
Can I at least give an explanation?
Don't make excuses. This is obviously nothing but a trap. The one who set you up is waiting for you to give an explanation. The more you explain, the more it sounds like you're making excuses. You're in quicksand.
So while they're bad-mouthing Yuan Feng, I should just let them sling dirt at us?
Let them sling dirt on us. Every handful is soil we can stand on. Listen, Yao Yuan. A mountain is not scaled in one step. Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, go.
This is a golden opportunity. We sit back and reap the benefits. Only toy trucks for him now. You know what? I'm postponing my trip, okay? Okay.
Some parcels were already torn up. So before the aftershocks, we salvaged some of them. And the situation then was...
Mr. Yao, you opened the sealed parcels too, right?
Yes, I did. We gave them to the victims. If I believe my clients knew why we did it, they would have given us full support.
But you're a courier service. You can't just open parcels and hand out their contents without your customer's permission. Is this moral superiority?
What are you talking about? You journalists are the ones being self-righteous.
Good morning, I'm President Yao's assistant. The president has been very clear with one thing. Before opening any parcels, we should have gotten permission. But given the circumstances, we had no way to contact manufacturers. We decided to proceed without anyone's authorization, and for this, we are greatly sorry. Mr. Yao is currently coordinating with the manufacturers, and we are hoping to negotiate with them, to apologize to them in person, and to talk about what we can do to make up for their losses.
Xiao'ou?
Hey, Ailian, have you seen the news?
I was just about to call you. Hey, why do I feel like you and Yao Yuan walked right into someone's trap?
You're right, someone set us up. Though it is unacceptable for a courier company to open customers' parcels, I need to track the location of the garment manufacturer and talk to the owner right away. Records say they're located where you are right now.
Yes, I know who he is. Mr. Tsao. He's an acquaintance.
That's perfect. Can I come over tomorrow?
Sure, I'll call him.
See that? Yuan Feng published their apology, and some people actually started siding with them online. What was that about?
I didn't expect Lu Xiao'ou to roll with the punches.
Okay, Miss Hua, do you think Yuan Feng can turn this around?
What if... Theoretically... What if they secretly opened more parcels than what was said? Can't crawl out of that hole.
Sounds good. Miss Hua, that is a good idea.
Wait a sec. Yes? Sure, I'll go there. I have to go back to work. Bye. Mr. Liu, what's the matter?
The Yanfang scandal is now trending online. What are your thoughts?
Although Yao Yuan took the responsibility, Lu Xiao'ou didn't give him the time to explain any further. That aroused some people's sympathy and curiosity.
So now we have opposing factions. On the one hand, some are saying helping the victims was the priority, but most are saying that couriers should not open parcels without permission. It's an all-out debate now.
Mr. Liu, in my opinion, you should give up Yuan Feng.
Why should I?
Whatever the reason, a courier company should never open the client's parcels. That should go without saying. Yuan Feng won't be able to recover.
I think something strange is going on here. It's like a social psychology experiment to trap Yuan Feng.
Have you been studying psychology? I should get back to work now.
Mr. Tan, Mr. Zhao. Hey, Mr. Tan, Mr. Zhao. We've already signed the contract. You can't just back out now.
Mr. Yao,
The Yuan Fang scandal is all the people talk about. We don't have a choice on the matter.
We simply can't make any investment in a business that betrays their customers' trust like that.
I swear on my own life, what you heard is not the truth. I have 1,000 trucks in transit. I can't have my top investors back out, so can we sit down and talk about it?
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. We have to leave.
I have to
Tian.
go. I'll see you later.
Mr. Zhao. Yeah?
Mr. Yao, I have some bad news. They filed for chargebacks. They're from the North Guangdong and the Southwest. They have the same reason, that if they use our service, customers will worry about security.
Oh, thank you. I got it.
Okay, sir.
Where are you now?
Hey, just keep quiet. Just listen to Eileen talk, okay?
Don't sell them at a discount. I would need to sign all the purchase
Wait,
orders.
Why do you have to do this? On the one hand, you're telling us to destroy the fabrics. On the other, you want us to cut costs? That's so confusing.
We shouldn't destroy the fabric.
How are we supposed to cut
Confusing?
costs?
It's not confusing. Destroying them will help build our brand. We need to prevent negative cash flow. Winter is coming, and animals, what do? They hoard their food. They build a nest.
Miss Liu, we are not animals.
Miss Liu is referring to a story. Zhu Yuanzhang's advisor once gave him a piece of advice. It was meant to guide him in bad situations. What was this piece of advice? He said, build high walls, store your grain, and take the throne. And using this piece of advice, Zhu Yuanzhang built the Ming Dynasty and conquered the world. Think about it, Director Ding. Building our winter nest. Isn't that similar to building walls? Isn't it? And storing your grain means curbing cash outflow, isn't it?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Continue. Run it by them one more time. Make sure they understand it. Hey, you! What? Are you here to make fun of how I work?
Course not.
I'm not coming with you to Mr. Cao's dinner tonight.
Oh no, have mercy on me.
I think I'd rather spend my night studying.
Come on, Eileen, don't play games.
So what's going on? Who is framing Yuan Fang?
This person is a formidable opponent. He's well organized. There's even an online poll about the scandal. Look at this. It's a very leading question. A. Without permission, use someone's personal items to help the victims. B. With permission from their owners, donate someone else's items to help the victims. C. Without using other person's items, use your own resources to help the victims.
Of course, they'll choose B or C.
You see, this guy's really something. See how he's actively forcing you to reject A? That's like saying, Yuan Fang is wrong.
That's terrible. You don't look too worried about it, though.
This person may want to play a trick on us, but he'll only be tricking himself.
And how will he trick himself?
I'll ruin his plans.
What's going on?
What happened here? Who could have possibly done all this?
What happened?
This?
Look, that's what happened.
Did you catch them?
Of course not. We went out and the cars are already painted like this.
Hey, you there! Show us where your boss is.
your boss? We need to talk to
Where's
you.
your boss?
What's going on?
Speak with him. Hey, no, we're not
You
going
can't
to
be
Yao
here.
said you shouldn't talk to them
Stay
yourself.
back.
We want to talk to your boss.
Out of the way!
Stop it!
I said move it!
Please, stay
Out
back.
of the way!
Get off me.
I'm Yao Yuan. What's going on?
Are you Yao Yuan? You're the ones who wouldn't admit to opening the parcels?
Hey, there's no need for that! It's necessary! Get your hands off of him!
Let him go! Let him go! Let him go! Gentlemen, let's see what's the matter.
The parcel's open.
Which office? What district? Incident date? Transaction receipt? Give me those, and we'll check the system. Stop recording!
Stop recording! Hey, stop recording! We're back! Stay back! We're back!
Uncle.
Huh?
Take everyone inside. And, let me take care of everything. Keep them inside.
You can't face them alone.
It's all right. Just take them in. Everyone, go inside!
Everyone inside.
They've resorted to such tactics.
Mr. Liu, the documents are on your desk. Let me know when you're done.
I despise people who play tricks in the shadows. A trap. Fool.
This way, please.
Mr. Cao loves money more than life. So this donation idea of yours? That's not going to work.
Well, I've got another plan. Half for donation, half for him.
Okay. Are you saying you are prepared to go over and above?
Yes, I am.
Make him drink. He can't handle it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So 2 bottles are definitely too much?
Welcome.
Oh, Alian, come on in. Miss Lu, come on in. Please sit here.
Let's go.
Hello, Mr. Cao.
Come on in. Alian, over here. Sit here. Miss Lu, please sit here.
Here, have a seat.
Go ahead.
Right
Sit.
here, madam.
Some wine?
Oh, thank you.
Here you go. Here's an ice pack. I'll get some medicine.
Oh, no. It's all right, I'm fine. That's not necessary. I swear, I'm okay.
You have to.
No.
Look at your
Miss Lu,
face.
I promise I'm fine. Let me take this. Thank you.
Okay, I'll just be outside.
Professor Lu,
This is now a matter of life and death.
it's not that bad. You've already heard about it?
Of course I did. You can't be too careless.